Tua Tagovailoa definitely feels some type of way. Now, we all see it. The news is out there, okay? Your boy Tua talking crazy about our defensive coordinator, Brian Flores. Now, he went on a show, the Dan Lebatard show with Stugatz. I guess that's how you say it, right? And he said some things, man, and they were pretty interesting. Now, I want to go through this first, okay? First of all, Brian Flores in Miami, we all know what was going on with that anyways, right? Like, they wanted him to throw games. They were doing it's just all type of crazy news going around that. So his energy was probably already off. And I actually think he still did well due to the circumstances that he was under. I believe he did pretty decent. Now, the reason why we're going to talk about this is because Tua, I feel you in a way, but I also can't let you play with my defensive coordinator. I can't. You know what I mean? It's the Viking fan in me, bro. It really is. But wrong is wrong and right is right. Now, Tua said this during the interview. He said, if you woke up every morning and I told you that you suck at what you did, that you don't belong, that you shouldn't be here, that you haven't earned this, how would you feel? You would start believing it, right? And I do have to agree with that. But there is two types of people in this world. You have people like Tua where if you say that to them, they will start to believe that. Then you have other people who you say that to them, they don't believe that. They just work harder every day to prove that person wrong. Now, that's the difference between a champion and a loser. Now, this is not me saying that Tua Tagovailoa is just a downright loser, because I like Tua. I actually like him, man. I like how he carries himself, God-fearing man. I rock with Tua. I really do. And I feel bad for all the concussion protocols and stuff that he had to go through during that season, man. That was tough. You know what I'm saying? But I'm glad that he's in a system now where Mike McDaniels actually does believe in him, and he has stepped up, right? Like in the past year, he has stepped up. But when you think about Brian Flores and the energy he was going through, first of all, he didn't want you as the quarterback. Second of all, the organization was treating him like dirt. So there just wasn't good vibes there. Now, when I think about him on our team, do I believe that he's around there telling people they're trash, telling people they can't play, you don't deserve this, you don't earn this? I don't think so. I look at Brian Flores as a straight up individual, though. And that's exactly what this seems like. It seems like it could have been constructive criticism that Tua just kind of giving me off the vibes of taking things personal, not being able to really take the criticism. It got to him and it showed on the field. He wasn't able to overcome that adversity. He just wasn't. And everybody's not built like that. And maybe that's something Brian Flores has to work on as he goes through his career of coaching, knowing like, hey, not everybody has tough skin. Some people are sensitive. Tua Tagovailoa seems to be sensitive to go on a podcast and talk like that. You obviously got up under his skin. And not only did you get under his skin off the field, but on the field, it showed that he actually thought he wasn't good and he was playing like he wasn't good. You know what I'm saying? But when it comes to defensive coordinator, Brian Flores is that dude, bruh. And I'm going to tell you, you need him as a coordinator. You need that attitude. Now, I'm not saying go around and tell players that they're not good, that they don't deserve it. But you got to push players to a certain extent. These are grown men. You know what I mean? Like, you have to understand, if you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing, you're not doing the job. It is what it is. Look at Dable. Look what he was doing with Daniel Jones. I was just watching something on that. Like, he doesn't like Daniel Jones like that. That's obvious. He wanted to trade up for Jaden Daniels in this draft. He was ready to get rid of Daniel Jones. You feel me? Or at least put him on the bench. So there's a thing of you have to earn your respect, okay? And how do you do that as a quarterback? Well, you could do that off the field as well. I believe that, in the locker room, your players gravitate toward you, your teammates and stuff gravitate toward you, but it's all earned in between the numbers, man. And Tua Tagovailoa, the truth is that your career got off to a slow start. You weren't putting up the number. You were throwing a ton of interception, making bad decisions left and right almost every week. And how do I know? Well, my stepfather's a Dolphins fan, all right? I hear about it all the time. You feel me? So trust me, there's a Dolphins fan right here next to me, man. Not literally, but you know what I mean, right? Like, I hear about it all the time. So there's a lot of things I heard about Tua, man. Listen, I don't like the fact that he went on, and I'm going to end it with this. I don't like the fact that he went on some podcast that he knew was probably going to go viral, get millions of views, and talk crazy about Brian Flores when he knows at the end of the day, at least this is how I feel too, Brian Flores had nothing but great intentions when he was the head coach of the Miami Dolphins. And the Dolphins organization The Dolphins organization failed him, okay? It wasn't just Tua Tagovailoa failing him by not being able to perform as what he expected. The whole organization as a whole failed Brian Flores, man. So I put it like this. I'm glad he's our defensive coordinator. Tua, you could say whatever you want, but I'm going to tell you, well, you so lucky we don't play the Dolphins this year, because I'm going to tell you right now, you picked a good year to come out and talk like that. But hey, I respect you. I respect how you feel. You feel how you feel. I can't tell you how to feel, but hey, man, hey, shout out Brian Flores. Shout out Tua Tagovailoa. Hopefully they can hash this out, man, because this is something that the Vikings teammates are definitely going to see too. And some of them may look at Brian Flores in a different light. You know, Brian Flores might be embarrassed about this, or he might just come out and say, it is what it is. I called him trash because he was trash. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he's just straightforward. He comes off as a straightforward individual, and I actually like that. Y'all let me know how y'all feel in the comments, man. Was Tua wrong? Do we got beef? You lucky we ain't playing, y'all, MIA. Appreciate y'all tapping in. Holla at your boy.
Yeah, smooth summer, who running? I hear them talking, but they ain't gon' do nothing. Celebration, I might have a toast with you. I'm feeling good, I'm feeling great, I'm terrific. We ain't taking no losses, we winning. Undefeated, check the percentage.